Oh, Crowboy's here. Oh my gosh, Crowboy. Oh my gosh. What is that? Do I have two mics again? I had two mics, didn't I? Microphone, mic check. Is the echo gone now, Crowboy? Microphone. Right. I need a game. My volume got lower. Okay, well, I can... Oops, that's the wrong thing to turn up. Microphone, mic check. How's this? Is this good? This looks in the yellow. Okay, all good. Perfect. Kath is lurking is here. Jawar is here. Says, time to get addicted to another roguelike because of JeffM. If I'm doing my job. Oh, Jawar says I played way too much Cauldron after the last stream. I'm so happy. I'm tempted to go back to show people how insane it got because I also made a lot of progress. But I know that if I do, we'll only play Cauldron again the entire time. And I want to get to the game that I was going to play last time. Which I'm trying to open right now. Oh, hold on. That we didn't even get to. So today is the day, which means we can't go back to Cauldron. But I was getting so many apples, Jawar. And the... Yeah, play anyway. I don't need this. I don't need that. And the mining. Oh my god, the mining. It's very good. And I still haven't even unlocked the other three or two mini games. 2 or 3 mini games. Oh my god. Hold on. Oh my god. There we go. Hold on. Let's see. What do I got to do here? Get this so that you guys can... This music. Once you hear it, you'll understand what I'm being terrorized by. There we go. Now you know as... Okay, hold on. And we should have video too. I suppose you guys are gonna want to see the video of this. I have to turn this down on my end. Well, that's interesting. That's fun. It's not actually turning any... Okay, there we go. Okay, so that's better for me. We'll see for you guys. Let's see. Game audio. Let me know how that is. And then video. You guys probably want to be able to see the game that we're playing today. There we go. Love it. Million Monster Militia. This will be good. Kath is lurking, says, I love your background light. Thank you, Kath. I was messing around with it again. It looks basically the same, but settings were all weird, and I was trying to get my lighting right on my dumb face, and I was just getting annoyed with it. So I'm glad it looks okay to you. He's going rogue. It's true. Jawar was up to 1 million apples a run last time. I haven't hit 1 million on the apples yet. Kath asks if I've played Donkey Kong. No, I have not played Donkey Kong yet. But I shall. My kid's looking forward to it. He's been making me play Mario vs. Donkey Kong with him, which is too hard for him. But he's been obsessed with it regardless, which means I've been playing a lot of Mario vs. Donkey Kong. But I've showed him the big new, videos for the big new one. And I think that feels like it was made for 4-year-olds. Just run around as a giant ape and hit things. 4-year-olds and also me. So we'll play that at some point, I'm sure. But it's not a roguelike, so it's not happening today. Let's change this. And let's get started. This is Million Monster Militia. It's a roguelike. It is a slot machine roguelike is the subgenre that I think they're called, that we're all going with now. It's basically like Luck Be a Landlord or Endgame of the Devil or For the Devil that we played a couple times ago, but this one has a very interesting art style and is very thematic. And I played a bit of it last weekend. I played for like 3 hours and then I immediately nuked my save because I said I gotta stream this one and we're gonna have to start from the beginning. And then I've been just waiting to play it the whole time since then. Reporting for duty, Commander JeffM, make it unclear, says. Yeah, I think that's because I said I was creating a militia, which I am. So technically, it's true. Let's start. Let's just start. This just came out in 1.0, I think it said. 2074. America was peaceful for a time. That time is over. So it's set in the present day, actually. Natural wonders are no more. Only rubble and ashes remain. Yeah, this is present setting, I think. Great Titans have conquered the survivors, and their rule is harsh. Must travel the country and recruit a militia. What could be better? Yeah, you gather. It's big enough you guys can read it. Fredford says, what was that demo that dropped off the slot machine but Balatro game? Is this it? There have been several of them. There's one that's like a horror-themed one that isn't out yet. That is a straight-up slot machine. This one, it's not going to look like a slot machine, but you'll see the similarities to Luck Be a Landlord once we start. Okay, so here we are. Here's the United States. Looking pretty good. No Alaska or Hawaii. They apparently don't have to worry about the monsters. The monsters. So here's the different people that we can recruit, and none of them are unlocked yet because we gotta go through a tutorial, which starts in Cape Cod. I did a couple of these, and then I stopped. Oh yes, Fredford, it's Clover Pit. Yeah, that one's not out yet. That looks interesting too, for sure. So here we go. We start with civvies. Yeah. Let's do it. And we're okay. Now see, the game's got a sense of humor. A sense of humor and like the, like PS1 era, we made 3D models, but then we just turned them into sprites because that's all we could do with the technology. The aesthetic, I never would have guessed that I would like, but I do. We're fighting Gryffindor here. Soaring from ledge to skyscraper, flagpole to spire, it guards its realm with sharp talons and a keen eye. If you come knocking uninvited, prepare for a fearsome face full of feathered fury. My God. They know alliteration. Somewhere beyond the limits of the creature's patrol is its portal. Dare you face the challenge and earn the keys to triumph? None of this matters. The only thing that matters with enemies, they all look different and they have funny names. The only thing that matters is the 120 health. That's the score we got to get to. Don't let them fool you. This is just like Luck Be a Landlord and Balatro. But I appreciate all the theming of it. Okay, America is under attack. Hit deploy to deploy your militia randomly. Attack the boss. Then the boss attacks you. Recruit new members. And you can grow to any size, but you can only have a maximum of 25 out there, and they're randomly selected. So here we go. Here's our health. So essentially, every time he attacks, we're only going to lose one heart. So we basically have 9 rounds to get to 120 points, which you can't see up there because they put important information in the right-hand corner. Why wouldn't they? But that makes... Here. It's right up there. That's what you'd be seeing. Man. I'm going to have to talk to Hanson about this. This, I feel like, just happens. It happens too often. We need one. We needed another layout that we can, with different places for my dumb head. You can't even see Gryffindor. You can't even see the pun anymore. What's the point? Anyways, this is cool, and let's do it. So, first we're gonna deploy. There's our guys. They're all civvies. They all do 1 damage. Just your regular freedom fighter. Number 10. Number 8. Base attack. You got base attack. You got bonus. You got multipliers. How many times they've been deployed and how many uses. Some pieces have a certain... Oh, yeah. You can only use them a couple times and then they explode. Or something like that. Whatever. So we attack. They each all do their damage. We get our total damage here. The boss goes. He hits us like a jerk. And now we come to the screen. The JeffM screen. Where we gotta pick a new person to add. And you get all kinds of freakos here. We got a priest. They'll mark adjacent undead for destruction. And get +1 damage each time they do it. And they also get +3 bonus damage when they're next to books and water. Holy water, I assume. All water's holy when a priest is next to it. They can consecrate it whenever they want. Biologists, 2 base damage for each adjacent book. And base damage, I believe, stays. Adjacent beasts and plants. Now, these are different tags. These are all humans because we're doing the human tutorial right now. Adjacent beasts and plants do additional bonus damage equal to this unit's base damage this round. So he buffs beasts and plants. Bonus damage just triggers once during that specific attack. Base damage, if you're buffing it, just keeps going up and you keep it. We got paramedics. Unmark all human beasts and monsters for destruction. That happens regularly. Like our priest friend up here. He marks undead for destruction. And so this is, this is where you start seeing synergies. Paramedic doesn't help undead, but if he did, and he was next to our undead friend, like a skeleton or whatever, our priest would get the +1 damage, And then our paramedic would save the skeleton from being destroyed so that we could do it again in the future. And that's how synergies work. And now you know why roguelikes are fun. Thanks for watching. See you next time. I'm going to go with a writer, though, out of all these guys. Because he adds books to my militia. And if there are fewer than 5, that doesn't matter. If there are 10 books, he'll write 10 books and then he'll die. He'll mark himself for destruction. I suppose there's a George R.R. Martin. There's a George R.R. Martin joke there. You guys figure it out for yourselves. Let's take the writer. He's not gonna do much for us right now. But there he is, see? And he's base 1 damage anyway. So he's just like all our civvies. But now we had a book that just flew in here. They can create a bookshelf. The one criticism I have of the game so far is, like, I want to know what a bookshelf is when I mouse over what a bookshelf. The word, but it does not do that. But that's all right. We're not going to worry about it right now. We're just going to do our attack, so we'll do 6. And we're a long ways away. But that's okay. He's hitting us now. See, here we are. We can get a priest now, and he'll get +3 bonus if he's next to the books that our writer's making. We could get a soldier. He does 2 damage compared to normal 1, but he also turns civilians into soldiers. And gains +1 when he does it. Is that better than a priest? I mean, we got the writer for the books, expressly for the books. So let's take the priest this time. Our priest, he does 1 damage as well. Everybody does damage, even the priests. Man, we gotta save ourselves. 7 damage. It looks, well, you guys can't see it. We're at 102 health still. It looks like we're screwed, but don't worry, it's gonna get better. He goes, yes. These are the only options we got. I thought there was music, but let's not worry about it. It's probably just tutorial stuff. All right. See, our biologist +2 damage for each adjacent book too. So let's pop him in there. There we go. So now he's doing... It doesn't show us the bonus, but he'll do 4 damage this time. Let me tell you. Here's our biologist. They should also... They'll get the plus base damage at the end, so don't worry about that either. Don't worry, guys. I know how this works. Oh, the book does the bonus damage. The priest makes the book do damage. Just like real priests. And he'll go up right now. Or she'll go up, I promise you. When I press the boss turn, you're gonna see little arrows here that mean that she's getting buffed. Oh, see, it was real fast, but it did it. All right, Gryffindor's at 91 health right now. Should we be concerned? No, because we're gonna get... Let's convert all of our civilians into soldiers. That's how militias work. So we should just do it. Look at him. He's not messing around. So he's base 2. He's gonna buff these 2. Adjacency includes diagonals, which is great. You can see we're next to a book. We're next to a book, so the book's doing damage. She's going to get buffed again at the end of this. She's already doing 3. She's going to go up to 5. And then these guys are going to get converted. 15 damage. Now we're getting numbers. Buff everybody. Turn everybody. There we go. Love it. We got 4 rounds left. We'll make it. The pacifist transforms adjacent soldiers into civilians and gives you a 20% chance that the boss won't do any damage. That's basically another free round if that goes off. But it's a little counterintuitive for what we're trying to do now. So maybe we just do another priest. Anarchists need other stuff that we don't have unlocked, so we'll just do a priest. And look at this, both. Look at this, plus six damage for this book from both priests, plus 3 to this one. Our biologist is way over here, so she's not getting any book bonuses, but she's at plus 5. And now he's at plus 3 because he's the original soldier who buffed who converted these guys. This one's gonna convert that one. That one's gonna convert that one. We're cooking. 27 damage. Numbers go up, guys. There's no way you beat this guy. Hitmonchan says. He's got 49 health left. I can understand why you think that, Hitmonchan, because you can't see the health bar up there. All you see is that it's still all red. Right off the screen, right behind my stupid face. Look, does that make you feel a little better? A little safer? We'll get there. Gryffindor torches us. We got 3 more rounds. Internal Affairs is interesting. We don't need them right now. But they can protect people and they can also remove people. Naughty people if we don't want them. We can do a Barbarian. Deals the player's missing health as bonus damage. That's great. Relatively. Plus 5 bonus damage if he's in the front row. But the damage for... Is there a way? I can't just look. I can't look back here. But we're missing what? How many hearts are we missing? We're missing at least 5. So he's doing 6 damage. 7 damage. 6 damage plus his base damage, I think, is 7 damage. And if he gets in the front row, wowza. Did I update Wall of Heroes? I think I updated Wall of Heroes. Don't worry about it. Let's do it. Oh, he's in the front row. Look at this guy. 12 damage just by himself. What a hero. He's the hero we need. I wish I could rename these people, because that's how much I love them. This book's doing plus 3 bonus damage from the priests. These books are both doing 3 damage. Our writer is popping off. She'll go up. She'll be buffed. I think just once. No, plus 2 base damage for each adjacent book. I wonder if every single one of these books is going to buffer. And this one, that would be another 8. So if she goes up to 13, we'll see. I don't know if that's how it works. We'll find out. What's he getting buffed by? Is that on him or on the book? I think that's on him. I don't know. Sometimes you don't know. Our last civvy will get converted. This is going to be massive. Oh, 41. Now you can see Hitmonchan. There's no way we don't beat him now. Because that's just a tiny sliver. I want to see if she gets super buffed. Or if it's just a plus 2. All our books turned into a bookshelf. Game developer. Game developer. Units that do 0 base damage receive this unit's base damage. And then the game developer also gets 1+1 base damage. It's not going to matter because we're going to kill Gryffindor in the next turn. So we'll pick him anyway. What I want to see, well, deploy our militia. She got buffed by all those books. She's up to 13. That's incredible. What do bookshelves do? Adjacent humans and demons do 2 times damage. If none are adjacent for 3 deployments, it marks itself for destruction. Okay, so that's the, and that's down here. So that's the one danger. We got plenty of humans, so, I mean, we're going to win anyway, so it doesn't matter. But we haven't, this build has enough people that I don't think it's going to be that far away. Anyway. But we got a good little setup here. And it doesn't matter because Gryffindor is gone. 45 damage. Hitmonchan says, Gryffindor was a pusher. There's no way you beat the next one. Could be. It does get hard. It does get a little hard. But this is what's cool. So, okay, fine. We beat Gryffindor, no problem. Finish him. This shows our stats. 15-minute runtime, 16-minute runtime. Obviously, we were explaining a lot during that. From now on, we're going to play more than one monster at a time. So that runtime does get higher, but it's kind of the thing that's interesting about it, besides all the synergies, whatever, that all roguelikes have. The way that you're moving across the country and you're doing like these discrete runs that are shorter is really cool. And you'll see that as we continue. So now we got 2 places we can go. We can go to Boston. Playing ground unlocks terrain and structures, which would be good. Or we can go to Rhode Island, basic, and we'll unlock common and uncommon items, which would be this one. Let's do terrain first because it's fewer bosses. So the first one's going to have 120 like Gryffindor. Then 220, then 411. We ramp up. There's a ramping that happens. Let's do it. First, left of Centaur. I like it. I can appreciate it. While his brethren embraced traditional values such as archery, winemaking, and curling, left of Centaur had different aspirations. He rejected the Sagittarian path and instead devoted his time to ideology, becoming a passionate advocate for environmental causes. He even ran for the Centaur Council on the platform of universal acorn distribution. His unique views led him to where he is now, a boss fighting for a world where every Centaur has equal access to carrots and freedom, even if that means killing all the humans. Well, now I feel a little guilty. He's just trying to do his best. This says the same thing every time. Here we go. We got 120 damage again. And we start from the beginning again. We got civvies. They do 5. Once we beat left of Centaur, which we're obviously going to do, everything will carry over to the next fight through all 3 fights. So we'll continue building up. The books again. The books are good. This is the one new thing, a structure. When deployed, the next boss will start with 50% of its normal health. and this will mark itself for destruction. Once added to your militia, this unit will never again be offered. We're not going to need that. I feel like we want to get the books out from the beginning, because then they turn into bookcases, and that's good too. So we won't do a lot of damage in the beginning. See, now we got other stuff. Water, 7% chance to mark itself for destruction. Transforms fire into steam and marks itself for destruction. Grants +1 bonus to plants, which we haven't unlocked yet. Cloning chamber adds an exact duplicate of a random adjacent unit to your militia. Destroys itself after creating 3 units. Which would be good if our guys were buffed already. Oh my god, convention hall adds 9 civilians to your militia, then marks itself for destruction. Wow. Is that good? Do we want that many civilians? Sure. Let's do it. Let's not worry too much. Oh my god, that's a lot. That's a lot of civilians. Yeah, an entire building. It's nuts. Let's do it. Still 6 damage. We get hit. That's fine. Okay, altars. Transform adjacent priests into paladins. Grants adjacent humans ×2 damage. If not adjacent to humans, it'll mark itself for destruction. That doesn't matter because we have so many humans, that's never going to happen. Let's do that. Final answer. Because look at all these dudes are going to get ×2 damage. If we get a soldier and we convert them all into soldiers, good night. 21 damage. Other complaint. The one other minor complaint I have. This background ambience track has this high-pitched, there's like the kind of low-level sound that it's making, and then there's a high-pitched sound that just is going to give me a headache. It's piercing. But that's fine. Barbarian. It's about barbarian time. No, let's do the soldier, because we need to turn our people into soldiers. And then we'll get a priest too. 23 damage. Now we got some soldiers. The soldiers will create more soldiers. And then we'll be set. Now we can do a barbarian. Look at this. We almost got a full stack here. He's 6. Yeah, adjacent humans. All right. 29. He's at 30 right now. So we ain't got to worry. Hitmonchan says, what's with the single places sticking off the sides? There's something that can buff that gives you more spaces. 3 extra spaces. I can't remember what it is, but there's something. Oh, look at all those soldiers. He's done. He's done. It doesn't matter. We'll just take another barbarian for fun. Actually, we shouldn't have. I should have thought about it more because there's more fights coming. But a barbarian's not bad. Now look at these guys. They're all doing 4 damage. He's front row, so he's doing 12. 7. Massive. 63 damage. Get out of here. That's a victory. And we got a bookcase. Which will be nice. Fluffy is next. The red hell dragon lived deep in the mountains, peacefully sleeping until miners attacked. Technically, they came to drill for precious minerals, but the dragon interpreted their trespass as an assault. It lashed out, destroying the interlopers. The mine company sent more miners in to find the first group, and then sent even more miners after the second group. Things kept escalating until the dragon was forced to destroy the company and all the surrounding businesses, residencies, and infrastructure. Ruling over so many terrified people is a full-time job, so the dragon rarely has time to sleep anymore. That's tragic. All right, look at this. They're getting times two'd. Yeah, look at this. Look at this happy camper here. He's getting times forward. Love it. Love to see that. Look at all these dudes. Now this is a militia. 61 damage. And your health always comes back. You get all your health back for each new boss, which is great. What do we got? Graveyard. Deals damage equal to the total number of all these different types marked for destruction. We're not marking anything for destruction right now. Everything's pretty basic, so we're not going to worry about that. We're not going to worry about the alchemist because we haven't unlocked any of the things that it wants. We'll take the cloning chamber now because we got some boys in there. How many did it do? I think I saw a soldier. Did it do a book too? There's a log. Okay. So a soldier, a barbarian, and another soldier. That's fine. 44 and 26. So we can actually find them. 26. 40, 44. The hell? 44. There's no 44. Is that how those numbers work? That's not how those numbers work, is it? What are those numbers? I don't know what those numbers are. We won't worry about it. All right. It's fine. We're going to murder this guy. Get that off the screen. Let's do it. 51 damage. He's at 110 right now. This isn't going to last long. And then we just have to worry about the next one. More books? Or we can re-roll. You can always re-roll once. Let's do that. Let's get another altar. Because that's times 2 in everybody. Look at this. Look at this hot stuff. That's almost all our guys are all being times 2'd right now. Love it. Oh my god, 78 damage. It's done. Next turn, it's done. Which next turn is the last boss. We might as well do a Tower of Retribution. Let's see, how many total stuff do we have? I don't want to count. I don't want to count all that. Let's do it. There it is. So the last guy will have half the health, which I think puts him pretty close to where Fluffy is right now. Cloning chamber is going to destroy itself. It cloned another writer for us. So now we got 3 writers? Maybe? Or maybe one already destroyed himself? I see 1 in there. I don't know if this hasn't updated yet. I thought shouldn't I have 3 barbarians? Is that thing actually cloning? Is the cloning actually working? Doesn't matter, he's dead. 69 damage. Nice. We're done. Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders was summoned from the fiery depths of hell by a cult of pyromaniacs who sought to unleash chaos and destruction everywhere. Bernie Sanders was all too happy to oblige, though. For now, everywhere is a little outside of its scope. There's always tomorrow, though. As it consumes more and more buildings and souls, Bernie grows in power and size, becoming an ever higher towering inferno of molten rock and demonic energy. He's already at 206. He has less health than Fluffy because of what we did. This is gonna be quick. These guys, everybody's getting buffed. This guy's at ×8 because he's got 2 bookshelves and an altar next to him. Our barbarian, yeah, 74 damage. The biologist, +2 base damage. I remember her. She's surrounded by books. It's not gonna matter, but now we can just burn through this. Another bookshelf. Get out of here. It really doesn't matter. We're done. Our writer's finally done writing. He's written so many books. He's out of here. But he lived long enough to see the defeat of Bernie Sanders. And there we go. I realize I'm making this look easy, but it will get harder, I promise. This is all still technically tutorial. All this, every place behind this line is tutorial to kind of ease you into all the different groups we got. Beast mode gets up to 6,000 damage. Gearhead unlocks rare and very rare items. I think we'll do you basic. 5 bosses. El Martillo. He's a big elephant. Let's try and go faster. You can read about him when you guys play for yourselves. Love it. He makes elephant sounds, which is nice. Okay, so now we got items. Gold does +1 base damage to each unit, then destroys itself. Idol of the Dead adds 1 skeleton or ghost to your militia 3 times. And a power pellet doubles the damage of all adjacent units. But that doesn't increase base damage. Do we want skeletons and ghosts? Maybe we'll do skeletons and ghosts. Just for something different. I mean, come on. Who doesn't want a skeleton? Everyone has a skeleton deep inside them. It's spooky and does some damage, that's all. Well, it's a bit disappointing. We still only did 5 damage there. So... Soldier? Let's convert all our people. There's our skeleton. He's looking cool. 8 damage. We could start. We could get on a better ramp than this. I don't like any of that. Convention hall. We could get a ton more civilians. Medkit, if you have less than 5 health, you heal by 1, and then it marks itself for destruction. So that's basically just a whole extra round. And the grenades, all the explosives. Hitmonchan says you're just as much a skeleton as a civilian. Wow, that's true. All these blow up your stuff. And I don't know why I would ever do that for just 3 damage. That seems like a bad trade-off. Let's get a bunch of civilians. There's our ghost. 10% chance to mark itself for destruction. But he does 3 damage. See, he does as much as a grenade. And he'll only destroy himself. If we can get a priest now. Okay, we got a rider. Easy call. We only have a very small amount of the pool unlocked because we're still in tutorial room. Hello. Uh-oh. Do-do-do. MCAS. Just subscribed. Thank you. Can't get enough roguelikes. Keep it up, MCAS says. I will, sir. Thanks for the subscription. It's a Prime subscription, which, as we all know, makes Jeff Bezos cry, which is something we all endorse, even though it sounds mean, but it's not, because he's got plenty of money. He wipes his tears with $100 bills. Subscribe for 28 months and currently on a 4-month streak. Thanks, MCAS. That puts us at 187. 187 is what we're calling on these monsters right now. And also our subs for the next bonus overflow show goal. Let's do it. Okay, now, okay. 25 damage. We're getting there. He's at 66 health. We got rounds left. We just converted everyone to the militia. So we're not too worried. Canisters, grenades, I don't like it. I just want a priest. There's our priest. Love it. Now he's going to convert our skeletons and ghosts if he's next to them. Where he destroys them, but then he gets more base damage. And he also gives books damage. 37. He's at 29 now, so... Well, El Martillo's got one life left. Let's see. Let's do the game developer. Because we're going to have books, and books have 0 base damage. So he'll buff the books, and then the books will buff him. This one's already getting base damage from him. This one's got 1 now because of him. And he's going to... The priest is going to get buffed from the ghost. It all works. It all works out. Look at that. 47 damage, El Martillo. We're done. True Unagi. Again, it's all fun flavor text. We'll let you guys, we don't have to read it all. It's just that hell level that has that droning in the background. That has a really high pitched piercing noise that drives me nuts. So it's all right. He'll mark our ghost for destruction, right? The ghost is undead, right? Yes. Yeah, and he's already at base 2, so we must have had 2 ghosts. Or no. I bet he marked the ghost for destruction. Well, then the ghost should have been destroyed last turn, though. I don't know. We're not going to worry about it. We got our books. Our books are getting buffed because our game dev is now up to 2. And he'll go up to 3 next time. Nice thing about the game dev is he buffs everything that has 0 damage, not just the stuff that's next to him. So even the book over there. So that's just gonna keep going up. Those numbers. Oh, he got the skeleton and the ghost. Good for him. Good for him. Let's re-roll. The biologist. Yeah, gets the book book buff. Get those book buffs. Well, you got to get over next to the books, but that's all right. So every turn the books are just they're gonna be worth 1 more point because our game dev just keeps going up. And our priest is up to 4 damage because all those ghosts and skeletons he got rid of. Bookshelf, barbarian. Let's just do the gold. We'll buff some people. Unfortunately, we're just buffing these guys. But now we got to start thinking about the amount of actual space that we have, because we're almost completely full. And I don't know if all these civvies, they're doing fine right now, but they're doing like 70 damage per turn. And we'll have to see how that scales. I guess in that sense, you could use a grenade and probably kill a bunch of them. But then you're in danger of, you know, hitting the people you want to keep. The Aegis is pretty great. It protects adjacent units and gains +1 damage for each. If 3 or more Aegises are on the battlefield, they merge. Can't be destroyed. So basically it stops things from being destroyed when they would be destroyed. And that also gets +1 damage. Or +1, yeah, base damage. Is that just... And it protects all adjacent units. So see, all these things are safe. It's not like any of them were in danger anyway. The +1 base damage for each, I don't understand. And we'll see. I think that only applies if something is actually going to be destroyed. But we shall see. Hitmonchan says sometimes you gotta live dangerously. Which is true. We may have to blow everybody up. We got 3 more monsters though. Beetlejuice. God damn it. Unearthed by an unfortunate ditch digger who dug his ditch too greedily and too deep. This gargantuan beetle scuttles with an unsettling grace. It's iridescent. Okay, robot. Love it. All right, what do we got? Are people 10 damage already for our biologist? I like that. Now she only gets the base damage from books. So the fact that some of our books are bookshelf isn't great, but the bookshelf is giving everybody ×2 damage, so we won't complain. 112 damage. Don Bluth asks, have you played Star Vaders yet? Yes. I've streamed it and I've played it a bunch and I love it. It's a great one for sure. More bookshelves. Strength Serum grants +5 base damage to each adjacent human. Well, we can't say no to that. We got humans everywhere. And of course it's in a corner. Come on now. And it's buffing our writer who's going to eventually kill himself. But it's good for those guys, I guess. Now, see, this is the kind of situation where if the Aegis had been won over, it would have saved it from destruction, and then we would have gotten it next time too. But it's just, you know, the random placement. That's why it's a slot machine roguelike, because you don't know where they're gonna show up. So improvised explosive does 10 base damage, deals 2 times the damage of all deployed units. Of all deployed units. Which would be like another 200 damage. But then it marks itself for destruction and all adjacent units. Oh, that could be good. Especially with the Aegis out there that protects stuff. We may end up doing that at some point. Power pellets. Let's get the med kit. The med kit won't do its business until we have less than 5 health, so it can just kind of hang out. It counts as zero damage, so our game dev who's not out because we have too many things. So our game dev isn't buffing the books this time. But this one's still getting buffed by someone. The priest. So now we do just want to blow up some people. Our biologist is up to 28. We got rid of the skeleton. Hitmonchan says, do you ever get abilities to swap tiles or anything like that? Not swap things once they're already on the board. They just kind of come out in the random order that they are. Hell Portal. Generate 2 to 4 Hellhounds. Let's do another Aegis. I think that's the play. Our writer's gonna go, that's fine. See, now our game dev's out there, and our medkit alone is doing 8 damage. All these books are doing 8 damage. And the Aegises themselves are doing 8 damage. Which is great. The game dev himself is doing 16 because he's next to the bookshelf. It's all good. It's all good stuff. The numbers keep going up. We're gonna get there. Hoggith. 890 health. Are we scaling, though? 180 damage. That's pretty good. Another bookshelf. Infernal Affairs Officer. We'll take that one. They're the one that actually lets us remove people now. So we can look for, you know, we don't need this many soldiers. So we'll mark them. And then he'll go away. An altar also gives everybody ×2 damage. That's worth it. That's worth a spot. So these guys are up to ×4, which is great. She's up to ×22. We can mark another person. We'll just give her another basic soldier. Dismissed. We're doing fine. He's at 260 health. Just buff the base damage. Strength 0. Hopefully that'll land in a better place. It didn't. But we got one more ability for our internal affairs, and instead of dismissing something, you can protect something. So we'll do that, and it won't disappear this time because it's not anywhere near the Aegis. Saved. Love it. Easy. Man Spider. An amazing creature with a spectacular number of legs. Love it. Now see, this is great. Now we're synergizing, folks. It's gonna buff all these people, these 3 guys, but it's also next to this one, so it won't actually get destroyed, which is exactly what we want. Another biologist. I think another biologist. It probably doesn't matter at this point. We got too much stuff in our militia right now. Our militia's a little big, and yet I can't stop taking stuff. So we'll skip it. I wish it would just tell me. Just tell me the total. I have to count these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Of course it would be 17 across. That's such an unhelpful number. Yep. Oh, and it's fallen outside. We'll buff these 3 guys one more time. He's at base 7 already. He's at base 12. Base 7. It's good stuff. Man spiders. Man spider's not gonna We're not gonna do it. Just some gold. That buffs everything around it. Increases its base attack. 419 damage. We're doing a turn. That ain't too shabby. He's at 376. So just another strength serum. He'll buff everybody. And it doesn't matter. 409. Come on, guys. That's a victory. So see, that one was 20 minutes. We can go faster. And it's not too bad. That was 5 bosses. You do get more. 7, 8, 8, 8. Let's see. This one unlocks monsters. We can unlock monsters, plants in the undead, rare and very rare items. Or beasts. You tell me. It's all these things. Monsters, plants, undead, beasts, or not the rare monsters. One of these. Which one should we do? You tell me. Anybody say anything. I'm daring you. Am I still online? My chances. I don't know, man. All right, fine. Then we'll do beasts. Or maybe monsters. Monsters? Beasts. Just Loach. Hero. Let's do beasts. This was 8? Yeah, we can do this. And we'll eventually unlock challenges which increase add different modifiers. Abbot Prickly. I'm sure he had a great backstory. Okay. Hey, remember to follow MinMax on Twitch and subscribe to our channel. Remember, you get a free sub with Twitch Prime. I feel like I haven't seen Nightbot for a long time. He's really been phoning it in recently. All right, we got beasts. We got a direwolf. Deals +2 bonus damage for every adjacent direwolf. Is that good? Let's re-roll once. A ferret. Grants Dar and adjacent beasts +2 bonus damage for every deployed item. All right. We'll see. Oh, look at this. Subscribe to the MinMax Show podcast on your favorite podcast app. Now Nightbot. Nightbot heard me, and now he's trying even harder. That's a cute little ferret. He's not actually buffing anything right now, but that's fine. Sheep. There are fewer than 8 sheep. It has a 21% or 20% chance of adding a sheep. I don't know if I want that many sheep. Gold. 1 book. 1 stinking book. I guess just the gold, which only 1 person's next to. So that's not great. The first half of your first pool really... Hitmonchan says, does your pool of options keep getting bigger and bigger until synergies are harder to do? It's a good question. I think It's a great question. I don't know that everything is always active at the same time. It might depend on the specific mission. But we shall see as we continue. Let's see, the graveyard. Things aren't really still aren't getting destroyed that often, so I don't know that the graveyard is going to be helpful. A civilian, a paramedic. Let's just do a Roman candle, because that'll at least do some more damage. This goes off if you have fire next to it, but then it creates a bunch of fire. I don't know that we want that. That's not what a Roman candle looks like. That's just TNT, I think. 12 damage. We got the direwolf again. We can go the book route. I feel like we always go the book route. Giant rat deals 1.75 times damage per adjacent giant rat. Let's do a direwolf. Okay, he's getting buffed by the ferret. Which is +2 bonus damage to adjacents for every item, and we got 1 item. So taking items, I guess. Now we could blow a bunch of stuff up, in which case the graveyard becomes better. Another ferret. We could just put items out there too. Empty canister. There's not some gum at the bottom, or there's some gum at the bottom, but not much else. Alchemists, doctors, and anarchists use it. Let's put out more ferrets. Just because they're cute. He's buffing some stuff. Are we gonna get there? He's got 57 health. A whale, if not adjacent to water, it adds a water. The giant rats. Sheep don't even do anything. I guess if you had the game dev, then the sheep wouldn't be bad. Otherwise, the barbarian will do a lot of damage because we've taken so much damage. 12. Still 27. Okay. He's at 30 health. We did 27 damage. We should be okay. But we're going to need to do better. We could just add a book. Yikes. I guess the whale with the priest. A priest and a whale isn't that bad. I'm just going to add an empty canister. Because that's at least buffing our ferrets. Oh, the ferrets are buffing each other, which is nice. Okay. That gets us through it. That's not... I'm not super confident in our build right now. Todero. He looks pretty cool. Okay, so 11 damage. We're starting at 11 damage. The books. It's hard not to just re-roll. Soldiers, we could... Let's make everybody into soldiers, I guess. 14 damage. I'm intrigued by the explosives every time, but I'm scared to use them. Panther deals 2 times damage for each adjacent terrain. Wow, and he's a 4. A 50% chance to escape destruction. Something like him plus the whale that makes water would be nice. He's getting buffed. We only have 1 item now, though. Let's see. Let's do a game dev. And we'll get some more items out there that don't do anything by themselves, because the items will also buff our buddies over here. We're off to a slow start with this build. We'll just have just a bunch of bins out there. Our ferrets are useless. 37 damage. That's okay. That's okay. Altar? Is the altar worth it anymore? Because we're not going with a ton of humans. If fire destroys itself after 5 deployments. Hitmon Chan says, I think the froggy guy has you beat. We'll see. We'll see. Hellhounds. We could get a bunch of hellhounds in there. I wanted the whale. Because the water might destroy itself. It has a 7% chance of destroying itself. But if a whale is creating water every time it's not next to water, that's plenty of water. And we'll be doing all right. Plus it's a beast, so our ferret's buffing it. We're getting somewhere. 46 damage. Toad Arrow's got, you can see it. You can see the little sliver up there. He's at 36. He's at 36 damage. We're gonna be fine. All that sucks. I'm just gonna take a piece of scrap metal. That's a big piece of scrap metal. It's a 0 and it does nothing. But it's getting 4 damage because of our game dev, along with the barrels. And it's counting as an item, so my ferrets, if they're ever next to animals, we need more animals. We need more beasts. But they will buff it as well. And our panther... Oh, he has to be adjacent to the train for it to do anything. That's fine. Todero's done. We'll worry about it on the next one. Pawn. Let's do it. Okay, now he's getting buffed. Because he's right there. 2 times damage. That's nice. We can get something else to start buffing him. That would be nice. 82 damage. I think we're going to be all right. Another... I mean... How can I say no to another Panther? Look at this. Neither of them are next to anything. These guys are buffing each other. They're buffing the whale. The whale's making more water. The game dev is making these things all more damage. 88 damage. We're fine. We're fine, folks. That's a... Hold on. We're doing good. We're doing good enough. We got a thing for that. We're upgrading from squiggles to bam. Now we got it. Now we're excited. Strength serum. Only works on humans though. So that's actually not great. It's not as good as an empty canister, I think. Although, if it hit our game dev, let's take it on the off chance. Of course not. Why can't you? 120. He's gonna be dead next turn. We're getting better. We're staying ahead of the curve, which is what's important. Do we have an altar? I don't think so. So I don't care about a priest. Another ferret. Let's just build a ferret army, guys. And they're still pretty good at... They're spacing themselves out too much. Okay. He's next to water. He's next to water. Whale's getting buffed. Whale's still making more water. We're done. We're out of here. Now we gotta build. Peggy 13. Peggy 13 is no ordinary winged creature. Combines the grace of a Pegasus with the enhancement of a unicorn. And his presence is nothing short of mesmerizing. Okay. I love it. Oh, we got a lot of water now. He's up to 40. Because it's ×2 for every terrain that he's next to. Now that's great. Our whale's doing 14 because he's surrounded. He's having a ferret party over there. Our dire wolf is 14. I gotta get rid of these lousy humans and just let the beast take over. Oh, that's a terrifying noise for a unicorn to make. I'm gonna do another ferret. Look at these. Look at these. Ferrets are going nuts. We're in... Oh my god. 248, guys. Now we gotta build. I don't like any of this. We'll just do a power pellet. Get out of here. No one is ready for JeffM and his ferret army. Yeah, I didn't realize the ferrets would be this powerful. This is gonna go nuts. Look, our water alone is doing 11 damage because of our game dev. And these ones are doing 22 damage because they're next to the power pellet. This is too much. 324. I got a graphic for that. Hold on. It's right here. Let's see. Is this it? Oh, no, that's not it. Get that. Oh, no, that's not. It's locked. It's locked on there somehow. And that took me to the wrong spots. Get that out of there. I hate it too, Hitmonchan. That was not the one I wanted. Let's see. Which one is it? It's this one. There we go. There. That's how good we're doing. It was a little too delayed, right? I need like just a button that I can press that pulls up the right graphic. I can't see you. Has 1100 damage. Oh, we're getting up there, guys. This is number 5. And we got 8 total. But that's all right. I trust in the ferrets. My God, look at all those. Look at this guy. 80 damage. Ferrets popping off. We need more items. We could use more items. We gotta get rid of these loser soldiers too. 296. Get out of here. Reroll it once. Let's take a stupid book, man. That'll buff all our ferrets. And we got a full house now, so that's good and bad. 48, 160. This panther. I wish I could name these guys just to give them the credit they deserve. 408. It's too much. Yeah, internal affairs. We can start getting rid of these bum humans. 2. This guy does 2 damage. Get out of here. We got panthers doing 400 damage or whatever, and this guy's doing 2. I'll take another. We're gonna get rid of all of our worthless guys in one fell swoop. Oh, I can only do one at. Oh, there's only one now, which okay, that's fine. We're gonna thin it down to just the damage dealers. Fluffy's back. 1900. We're at 1900. That's all right. We can do it. 48, 24. They need to be near more water. And these ferrets. Get you out of there. Our inanimate objects are up to 16. Another game dev. Feels a little late to be building up another Another person. The altar. We're running out of humans, actually, so... Okay, the biologist gets +2 base damage for each adjacent book, and adjacent beasts do additional bonus damage equal to the base damage. That might be an okay human. All right, now we're back under 25, which is good. 40 for that panther. Okay. 283. We can... Oh, did I mark that guy? Yeah. Get him out of there. Whales. All right, maybe we will do the... We'll do 2 game devs, I guess. They're getting buffed twice. Yeah, that's a... I shouldn't have worried about that. That's a smart one. How many soldiers are we down to? That one? See, he's at 7, and that one's at 8. So they're actually not too bad. Oh, they are still on the low end. 104 for that panther. The barbarian? Maybe we'll wait. 406, guys. Let's do the strength serum. Buffing our biologist. That's great. That's actually great. Because our biologist buffs all the beasts around it with bonus damage, right? Yeah, this now, so the ferret says he's only doing 2 damage, but I bet he will do 8 damage when he goes off. In the meantime, though, we are going to mark this one as protect so that it won't disappear this time. Let's look for an 8 next to Mr. Ferret up here. Nope, that was still just 2. So why are you not buffing? That's a mystery. Malachor says the background music reminds me of Severance. I think that's exactly what they were going for. Another strength serum? Maybe another book. Because the books buff the ferrets. Or the books make the ferrets buff everything else. These guys buff the books. I mean, that new book is 23 damage. I'm keeping around these loser soldiers. And this is going to buff her. And it's going to buff our game dev, which is great. That's a great use of that. I wish I could save it again. So she should be buffing our little guy here, which she is. Okay, he's getting the bonus. That's a bonus of 11. He's also getting the bonus. Plus he's getting a multiplier. Great. That's going to be great. 451 damage. Get out of here. Malachor says, by the way, I love that you get to have your own corner like this at min-max. I do too. It's great. It's a great thing about min-max. And that's why we appreciate when you subscribe to the Patreon and also here. Because that's what lets me keep doing it. Fluffy's dead on the next turn. We're not going to worry about Fluffy. Did something else just disappear too? Oh, the water. Okay. We're not worried about the water because the whale makes more water. Another ferret? I feel like those ferrets have been doing pretty good for me. Maybe I'm overestimating the ferrets. Especially when they're... Well, he's good because of the biologist. I wish I could get rid of that last guy. But it's fine. It's 477 damage. We're past Fluffy. We're moving on. Our victory brings us to Sheldon. 3,447 damage. I'm not scared. With all these ferrets, get out of here. We're not scared. Our water is doing 32 damage. Because it's buffed by 2 guys. Of course it is. He's buffing every inanimate object by 22, and he's doing it by 10. I just need more objects. All I need are 2 game devs and a ton of objects. 500 damage. 500 damage. Get out of here. Get out of here with the 500 damage. There we go. That's not distracting. Scrap metal? We'll do scrap metal. Because the scrap metal's doing 34 damage by itself. That's you can kind of see it there. It's sometimes there. 448. Okay. Get those guys. We're doing fine. So fine. That I don't even know if I want a biologist. I feel like just more scrap metal. Scrap metal and ferrets. Or just items and the whale? Although the whale just makes more water. And the water's paying dividends. 574? I'm taking the internal affairs officer. Which didn't show up. Because we're so packed right now. 43. See, sometimes the ferrets do pop off. Because he's surrounded by so many ferrets and they're all buffing each other. It's tough. 702 damage. It's too good. Malachor says, I recently started playing Hollow Knight that my friend got me. Ironically, I played and 100% completed the Lost Crown last year, and now I get why people say it copied a lot of things from Hollow Knight. Nice. All right. Sheldon's got like 2 more turns. A book. As long as the books don't trigger each other, let's get rid of this lousy human. Even though he's not the worst human. The barbarian. Barbarian's number's coming too. I think I only need 1 whale. I'm just gonna have a bunch of empty canisters here. And that's fine. They're all doing 41 damage. At this point... Okay, get rid of him. $831 damage, my god. Sheldon, poor Sheldon only has 47 hit points left. He's gone. He's a goner. Maybe the altar? Because it's a structure, but it also could buff my... Could buff some people. The few people I have... Oh, yes. Where have you been hiding, sir? You're done. 500 damage. Okay. I think we're in a good spot. Man Spider. Oh, that was... Wait. Didn't we already fight a Man Spider? Oh, I guess that was last time. All right. Hello. Oh, my God. Do. Malachor 42 just gifted 5 subs. Everybody's getting subs today. And I appreciate that very much. It's now 192, which is a flat 64% on our way to the next new show overflow bonus show. Malachor, this fight's for you against the Man Spider. And we're gonna wail on him, and not just our actual whale. Everybody, poor Panther. Everybody else. Oh my God. This is actually terrible. We have too much stuff. So neither game dev came out. So we only did 261. That's still not terrible, but we ain't getting to 6,000 like that. So I should stop taking stuff. I'm gonna stop taking stuff. Okay. And now this is gonna be a banger because both of them are out again. So we're not worried. And this guy's 54, but that's a multi, and he only gives base damage to the things that he's buffing, unfortunately. This is better. There we go. That's a Malachor worthy number right there. Malicor says, I feel conflicted since I identify visually with the man spider thing. Yeah, he's doing all right for himself. Our books turned into a bookcase. That was the danger of having so many books. Look at our friend the box jellyfish up here. Very rare. 5% chance that it will deal 40% of the boss's current health. You can't say no to that. We're going to lose our altar because our altar isn't next to a human. So that's also not great. I think it's okay because we're almost doing 1,000 damage each turn at this point. We could get rid of more stuff. I don't know that we need to. So that's 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. We have exactly 25. I think we're good. I think we'll take the strength serum, see if we can buff some game devs, which we can't. So that's a waste. Whatever. 997. 1,000 a turn. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter. We don't need any of this. What? What are those numbers? Get out of here. 2,256. How did that happen? JeffM likes roguelikes today, boy. What went off there? Oh, it was our jellyfish, of course. He hit the 5%. The 5% jackpot. Oops. There we go. So that explains it. Perfect. What a perfect addition. I love it. Apparently this didn't disappear last time. No, we don't need anything. We're sticking with what we got. And it's done. 1,000. Also, guys, I haven't used it up to now, but we have the Mayday button. And once per overarching run, you can press the melee button, and you just do 10 times your last attack. Mayday. So that would have been another 10k. We had that in our back pocket the entire time, so I wasn't that worried. 11k damage total from us. That's what victory looks like. Perfect. We freed Portland. We took all their beasts with us. 39 minutes. I love it. What's up here? Oh my god. 10 bosses. We don't have time to save Canada, unfortunately. I think we got time for one more. So let's do monsters. Because who doesn't want some monsters? We can unlock the monsters. The common monsters. We'll do one more. We'll do it as fast as we can. And we'll see. I don't think it's going to live up to the beast run we just had, but Alligator is it's a good name. It's a good name. We can't argue with that. We're going to do 5 damage. Oh my god. We got ooze. When someone marks this for destruction, it creates 2 instances of greater ooze. Okay, that makes sense. We got a groper. Gain 5 base damage for each adjacent unit whose multiplier is 0. No damage multipliers can be applied to it. When would anything ever have a multiplier of 0? I think everything always has a multiplier of 1. Let's re-roll. Oh my god, we got a laser frog. Deals 3 bonus damage for any deployed water. Every other deployment increases its own base damage, own bonus damage by 1, up to a maximum of 5. And it protects water. Then we got a Nautilus down here. Uncommon, gains 1 base damage when adjacent to 1 or more water. If no water, 20% chance to mark itself for destruction. I don't love that, but it is 6 damage. He's uncommon. How uncommon is common? Rusty Ford. It's great to see everybody in the comments thanking Malachor for the gift subs that they got. That's the kind of community we got here. We got a community of kind people and ferrets and maybe a laser frog. I want to go with the laser frog. Oh, see. I'm confident in that decision. He's only doing 1 now, but we can we can get some water stuff going. Do we need 2 laser frogs? I don't know about. There we go. Beast. A Terra Creeper? Wait, hold on. Only attacks every other deployment and cannot be destroyed when it doesn't attack. Every 10 deployments gains plus 10 to its base damage. That's so good. That's too good. That's too good. Look at him. Look at this little guy. He's not doing anything this time, but next time he'll do 10. And every 10 deployments? That is a lot of deployments. I think it'll be worth it. Maybe. I'm sure the whale will come back up. We'll have another chance at a whale. Will-o'-the-wisp deals 1.5 times damage for every water. Well, see, that would have gone well with the whale that I didn't take. Varroa Destructor. There's a lot of monsters, guys. Deal bonus damage equal to the total amount of health you've lost the entire run. That's like a barbarian, but exponentially better. I'm going to take him. He's only going to do 3 for now, but he'll go crazy. Now he's going to do 4. See? Every hit just keeps getting better. Another Terra Creeper. See, I could have... the Terra Creeper's back. I need the whale. I want the whale back. I'll take another one of those for now. That's fine. We're going to get a bunch of monsters. Oh, come on. One of those guys again. Element Beast deals 3 times damage for every adjacent water, fire, or steam. But he marks them for destruction. I don't know about that. These guys. Okay, well, apparently uncommon means you get them every round if you want them. And the whale we'll never see again. I'm just gonna get a stupid water. Now our froggy's doing 4. Our froggy's happy. He's so happy I'm gonna do... No, let's re-roll. I'm gonna do another water. Our froggy will protect the water, right? So that's good. If we got enough frogs, then we're not gonna have to worry about the water. Do 1.5 damage for every water currently deployed. But it's starting at 1. I just want a whale. I regret not taking that whale. That was my mistake. Malcor says, I appreciate JeffM's yin to the other cohorts' yang. And me at 3 a.m., I'm going to do another water. Yeah, I do plenty of waters at 3 a.m. too. All right, alligator. That's fine. We were down to 2 health, though. Get over here. Is the name of the scorpion. That makes sense. Okay, so we're going to have to do better. We're going to have to do better than we're doing. I would like one of these eventually, but not now. Another frog. The frogs at least will protect our water sources. Maybe I won't even need a whale. I still don't understand how he works. Okay. I would like a game dev. A game dev would be good too. Eric. Iraq. 10% chance to add 1 webbing. I don't know that I want webbing. I just want a whale. Okay, so he's 3. And it's for every water, so they don't have to be adjacent to it, which is nice. If we can buff her somehow. I need a monster that buffs the base damage of monsters. Okay, Nautilus. Is it time for Nautilus? Do we have enough water for Nautilus? I should have taken Nautilus. That's all right. We'll do one of those again. They're doing like what? 11 damage already? They'll scale pretty well. It's early enough. 50 damage already? That's fine. Were Dragon deals +2 damage for every other deployed gold dragon, were dragon, or red dragon. 50% chance to transform 1 adjacent civilian into a were dragon. Let's get those civvies out of here. There we go. 69 damage. And another Weredragon. All right, now we're cooking. Mekla Chakrabarti. Come on, man. Okay. 2 of our waters are protected. He's getting buffed. Ah, because they also don't have to be adjacent, which is great. 61 damage. Turned another one. We got another one. We lost a water, which I don't love. If we could get our... If we ever see a whale again... I blew it with the whales. I mean... I don't know that anything's going to scale better than that. I mean, lots of things will eventually, but right now... There's a water. Come on, whale. Whale. We need a whale. A horny beast. Marks adjacent golden dragon eggs, cockatrice eggs, seed pods, fungal spores, and giant funguses for destruction. I don't know that I have any of those things. I'm going to skip. Malachor says, did you play Into the Breach? I love Into the Breach, Malachor. Yeah, that's one of my favorite tactical games. Tactics games. I wish there were more tactics games that were like Into the Breach. Because it's great. These guys are all doing 5. Okay. 84 damage. Here we go. We'll take the game dev in order to buff the waters. But that means we're going to need more waters. 117. Love it. No. I guess I could have done a power pellet. Power pellet doesn't really hurt. 100 damage. We don't need to worry. Malachor says the grid in this game reminds me of it. Yeah, a little bit. I can see that. I do like an isometric 760 damage. An isometric battlefield is cool. Metal Slug Tactics, Malachor, might be one you want to look into. It has an isometric grid and a little bit of like positioning matters a lot. It's a tactics game that you're not quite doing the same kind of, like pushing and pulling of enemies and stuff. I should play more Into the Breach. Let's do it. Both our waters are protected, so that's good. Another Weredragon. That's good. It's good for us. Slime. 20% chance to add a slime to your militia. If 4+ slimes are adjacent to it, they deal 1.65 for each. And then mark itself for destruction. That's not... I don't like that. We'll do a strength serum. In the off chance that we buff this guy, which we didn't. It's fine. Panther. I don't think the Panther's worth it. Will-o'-the-Wisp. Another Were-Dragon. I guess another Were-Dragon. Malcor's look liking the way that Metal Slug Tactics looks. That's good. I don't know if I ever streamed that one. These guys are all doing 9 damage. That's... I mean, it's something. These guys are scaling the best because I keep taking... I take damage. It's basically every round, every turn, they get more powerful. I still wish I understood how that guy worked. I don't know that more Were-Dragons. Could have done the power pellet. Should have done the power pellet. 188. That's fine. We're going to beat him on this turn. We're going to beat him too fast. Grant... Oh, hello. Grants adjacent units +1 bonus damage. Transforms adjacent Were-Dragon into a monster hunter. And marks itself for destruction. This is, again, another time where I wish going over this would tell me what a monster hunter does, because that kind of sounds bad. That sounds like something that's going to destroy all my units, so I don't know about that one. A book. The book would get triggered by the game dev. It would be worth 7 damage. Screw it. Let's do a book. That's fine. They're all doing 11 damage, which is nice. Maybe I should have taken that other Were-Dragon. Because they all buff each other. That's fine. 239. Did something just disappear? Gryffindor is back. Hey, our friend Gryffindor is back. Follow Min-Max on Twitch, guys. Subscribe to our channel. Remember, you get a free sub with Twitch Prime. I do like that. Froggies are all buffed. Yeah, this isn't looking, well, aside from her. This is looking pretty good. 233 damage? Just gold might not be that bad. I wish I could go back. Two game devs? Yeah, that's worth it. That'll be worth it. I mean, we're on boss 5 of 7, so it's a little... There's our whale. Took long enough. What's he getting buffed by? What's buffing this guy? Oh, he's just buffing himself. Yeah, that's just the normal bonus damage that he takes. All right. Oh, now she's up to 2, so that's paying off. Just Loach says, JeffM, did you make the JeffM celebration animations? Yeah, no one else is going to do that for me. Just Loach. That was me. I apologize. I was learning how to use Adobe Fresco. So now the whales. We don't need that many whales. Just a gold. I would like something that buffs base damage. I would like to buff her base damage. That would make a bigger difference. Buffing the game dev is not bad. Okay. Deathworm receives permanent +2 base damage for each adjacent unit marked for destruction. Cannot be marked for destruction. I don't think I have enough stuff dying. But that's intriguing. Nautilus. Now we can do this one. But is it worth it? Yeah, plus base damage. That'll build. There he is. He's already getting buffed. He's scary though, because a 20% chance if he's not next to water is a little scary. Earther. All right, let's do this. See, I don't like this. Now I have too many were-dragons. They just don't really pay off. I mean, it's not bad. 399 damage isn't bad. Horny Beast. 3 damage for every adjacent water. Fire. We'll just do a power pellet. Not worry about it. 92 damage for that guy. Pretty good. 448. You can't complain about 448 damage. We'll do the strength serum. Not getting there. She's really going nuts up there. She's dancing. Ugh. Lost of water, that's okay. Gold. How did that not destroy itself? Yeah, I don't know. I think the game devs are still... And these guys aren't bad. Does this goes in the order. This is great. This, no, it doesn't. Is that just... This is just confusing. No. I thought it was going in the order of most damage, which would have been helpful, but yeah. Those guys, I mean, they're doing 61 damage. There are heavy hitters. That's fine. He's going to buff our game dev guy, which is great. I don't know why it's still around. Just gonna skip that. Horny Beasts, Malachor, yeah. We can't. That's impossible to ignore. See, this guy, I don't know that he's worth it. If he disappears because he's not next to water, I don't know that I'm going to be sad about it. $505. These guys are it, man. Them and our game devs. Give me a couple of Auroras and a couple game devs and a whale, and I'm good. Everything else, I think, is just taking up space. But that's fine. We're on the last one. 4,811. We got this. We got this. That's... $586. This one is always equal to the total number ever marked for destruction this run. I just want to see it. There it is. It's doing 12 damage, which is just what our... So it only counts if it's out there, or I just haven't had things destroyed. That's fine though, because it's gonna get buffed just like anything else that has 0. I need to stop taking stuff. Because I want both these guys to come out. Yeah, then everything does 40. These guys are doing 71. I mean, you're not going to beat that. 665 damage. We'll just take a gold. Buff some stuff. We got this guy. He has 2,400 damage left. We'll get there. I will take another one of those. The other nice thing is you don't have to build them up, you know? The first time they come out, they're already doing 77 damage. $627. I think everything else, I got a little fancy with everything else, and it's really just get the guys that do... Now, why is this guy only doing... Why is this guy only doing 34? Why would he only do 34? That's confusing. Every now and then there's something like that where it's like, hey, is this a bug? And it would be like... $83s. Yeah, now they're all 83s. Except for this guy. It's 36. Is it because he's the new guy? No. It's just this one. He's been deployed 26 times. And for some reason, he's slacking. 788 damage. We got 3 more turns. Let's just do another 7,000. 886. That's a victory. That's the monsters. The monsters get it done. 30 minute roguelike run. You can't complain about that. So now we got them unlocked. And it just keeps going, guys. And this is still the tutorial. There is the rest of the United States to go across in this game. In this magnificent game. How much is this game right now? I want to buy this game again right now. Let me apologies because I just killed the music too. How much is you game? $10, guys. It's currently $10. I'm gonna get so many hours out of this. It's nuts. And now I can actually play, because the first time I played like two or three missions, and then I was like, this is so good that I have to stream it next time I stream, and so I nuked my whole save file. And now we're ready. We can go anywhere. 10 bosses, 8 bosses. The more bosses doesn't seem to ramp up the time too much, which I like, because, you know, they come at the end of the run, and by then you've got a system built or you don't. And Void says the player character overlooking the combat field reminds me of Becoming Saint. I don't know what that is, but I'll have to check that out. Anyway, that is Million Monster Militia 1.0 launched. Embark on a 75 city campaign. 75. And you can do custom ones. I think you have to get through the tutorial. I saw it a little bit. I didn't beat the tutorial. I skipped the rest of the tutorial at some point. But yeah, you can do custom runs, and there's different starting enemy configurations, and there's modifiers and all kinds of crazy things. So that's Million Monster Militia. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me for another look at roguelikes and why I like them so much. And I'll be back next week probably with more of them. In the meantime, check out everything that we do at MinMax, please. The new podcast is up. I'm not on it, but I'm sure it was a banger. This week, Hanson and Kyle Bossman reviewed all the different publishers, which I'm sure was very fun. I missed that too. I was sick earlier this week. So I didn't do a lot. But I'm here now, and I appreciate you guys being with me and for the subs. And I will see you next week as well. Let's find a place for you guys to go to, though. In the meantime, this music is... There's not a lot of music, but what music is there is very thematic. Let's see. Who is streaming? We got options. Ellie Joy Panic is streaming Night Rain. It's been a while since I've seen her online, so why don't you guys go over there, say hi, and we'll see you next week. Thank you. Bye. So long. Have fun. Go play this game. What are you waiting for?